when it comes to horseradish, it can be a very invasive plant. Now, what we have here is cuttings that we had when we made horseradish last fall. We took the cuttings that we had left over and put them in soil, got them to root, and then we put them in this container and left them up in the attic and forgot about them until about a week ago. Now, what has happened with these? Now, here's one that had some green, but it has died off and is no longer good anymore, so we'll toss that. These here we have stalks. It's gone through a cycle like a radish would. It got real stressed, so it decided to put a lot of growth on and then decided to put the potential seed pods on. Now what you can do here is, horseradish is a very vigorous plant, so all we're going to do here is I'm going to leave the strongest stalk with the flower. There will be a flower and there will be seeds on it. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to plant that as is because I want to try to save some seeds off this horseradish. And the rest of them I'm just going to clip back to the normal, just clip it back because they're very invasive, or very vigorous, and they are invasive. And this will go ahead and we'll put this in the ground. And they need full sun, which we only have partial sun back here on the back side of the garden. But where we have this located at the small garden, it does also only get partial sun as well, and it's very vigorous. So I think it'll be just fine. So these other ones here, you can see that there's not much there, but it did put a lot of growth on. Now this one here, I'm not going to cut back. I want to see what we got here. Okay. So we see a lot of fibrous roots there. So this one I'm just going to go plant as is. These other ones I'm just going to chop back. Now it's recommended that, that's that one I'm keeping, to space these about every 30 inches. Well, I'm not everybody else. I don't have 30 inches upon 30 inches upon 30 inches to space these things. So what I'm going to do is I've got a corner here that I'm going to plant all of them. Now these should take relatively well, and I'm just going to plant them in the ground at about a 45-degree angle, cover them up. Now with this tall one here that's going to put seeds on, I'm going to kind of separate it from the other group here. And I'm going to plant it. This is really wet, moist soil, so we'll leave that alone and try to get some seeds off of that. And these two I'll go ahead and plant back over next to their friend here. Now the thing about horseradish is it's whenever you harvest the root, it grows like a carrot. It grows down in the ground. You'll harvest it year after year, and you want to get the young stalks, because if you leave this in the ground and it'll continue to grow year after year, it'll become very woody and won't be as tasty as it would be if it was young. So now if you can find a friend who has horseradish, or you can do cuttings like this, or you can also purchase it from your local home and garden center, as well as you can start it from seeds online. So I'll finish getting this guy planted here. Put him about 2 inches down. I think that should be good. Now I'm no expert at growing horseradish, but from what I've read, it's one of those vegetables or one of those plants that whether you have knowledge about it or not, it's very forgiving and it will grow very, very prevalently. So if you've never grown horseradish, well, first you want to know if you like it, and then if you like it, you should grow it because it'll save you a lot of money for years to come, and you can pass it along friends and family.
For more information, please visit thewIsconsinVegetableGardener.com.